Yeah.
Powell, not a problem.
There
I
we
agree
go.
the signage should be better here.
Yeah.
But equally, you're here to do an audit. I'm guessing that's your role.
Well done.
To do that, yes. It's not my first time on the rodeo. I know what you can and can't do.
Yep.
I've got not an absolute issue. Anything you've described so far,
Yep.
I don't have a problem with. In terms of the officer, and if you've had an issue, if you filmed something, if you do want to make a complaint about that.
I don't want to go through online. I was told a sergeant could deal with it. I've got his collar number, I've got his name.
Right.
I want to report that to you now. If you want to take down his details, and you can deal with it.
Right, we can have a chat about whatever's happened there. But in terms of, you've raised a few things, haven't
Mm-hmm.
you? So right now, that implied consent of a sign is removed.
Mm-hmm.
So are we okay just standing over here now that that's been removed so we can talk?
No, I'm still going to stay here.
Okay, but what? I'm trying to be courteous to you.
I know, and I appreciate that, and that's why I'm not being
But
as belligerent with you. But I am going to stand firm on where I stand, on where I am standing, literally.
I don't understand why, if we've just covered that it's private premises and that implied right has been removed.
Yeah.
Because I agree, it isn't enough signage.
Yeah.
So can you help me understand that rationale?
Because at the end of the day, they were. Not a gentleman, I've not met him yet,
Yeah.
but the ladies were so belligerent about it in the fact that I absolutely couldn't be here and absolutely was doing something wrong, especially the blonde officer. So I tried to raise the incident with the guy parked in his marked vehicle and doing all of that. Tried to raise it with her, was not interested, not her business, because she's a response officer.
Yeah.
But then as soon as I come on here, she's got time to deal with that, but she can't deal with that.
So
You see what I mean? That seems like favourability towards another police officer, the thick blue wall as we call it, standing behind the thin blue line, and not holding up her. No, I'm not saying you are, but she's not holding up her oath. Neither was the other gentleman I spoke to.
Yeah.
But she's got plenty of time to come and deal with this apparently, but she doesn't have time to deal with that.
What I can say is, if anyone has in any way talked to you and you felt it wasn't being courteous, I can only apologise for that, because ideally we don't want to have that kind of discourse. But
It's not even about the courtesy.
You're a switched on bloke.
Yeah.
You know exactly what you do with these audits. You understand that they're going to provoke a reaction in terms of a security response. That's going to happen, isn't it?
Not always. I've been to plenty of places, plenty of police stations, headquarters, where they just leave me to it.
Okay, but I'd imagine they would have spoke to you at some. They would have said hello. They didn't say anything to you. Okay, well that might be because they didn't notice. Generally speaking,
No. They see me. They might give a wave, but
in a police station car park going around different cars, we'd usually stop to say, just as I've done with you, I'm not demanding your details. You don't give me them, as you bloody well know. Not trying to make your life in any way difficult. And in fact, I want to help enable you to do your audit and what you want to do. But as you've just explained, once that right has been revoked for the private premises, it's been revoked.
Right.
So the fact that you have been treated poorly, or you feel like someone's been rude to you, that doesn't change the fact that
no,
it's
it
been
doesn't.
revoked, does it? And you
It doesn't. But once it's been revoked, it becomes an issue of civil trespass, doesn't it? And you knew I was coming with it. You knew I was coming with it.
We don't need to go down this. I'm trying to talk from a practical point of view.
I know you're talking practically. I know you're talking practically.
And we're stood in a disabled bay.
I like to talk lawfully.
Yes.
Okay, so lawfully,